My biggest trauma in life is being misunderstood. If you want to hurt me, if you want to remind me of my childhood traumas, just pretend as if you don't understand me. I grew up in a place where people were conditioned to think a certain way, to think in a way that's not complete, to think in a way that's backwards. It always surprised me how people are not able to think in a way that is truthful. They think in a way that they were conditioned to think. Since I was a child, I will think in a way that will get me closer to truth. But other people weren't like that. Other people were different. Other people will think in a way that will get them closer to the people who condition them to think that way. Right? They will think in a way that will help them survive. So when you tell someone the truth, they will not be able to understand it. I'll tell my friends the truth and they will not be able to understand it until we get older, and they'll be able to see that, oh, you were right about this, you were right about that. But I had already suffered a lot trying to make them see that I was right, but they weren't able to see that I was right at the time that it mattered. That's truly my biggest trauma. So there's this deep desire to be understood. So if a person does not understand me, it truly, truly does hurt me. Not because I want to be right. Sometimes a person can say, oh, you want to be right? Like, dude, I laugh when I'm wrong, and I would acknowledge that I was wrong so many times if I'm wrong. Like if I'm interacting with the person, I'm wrong about something. If I ever find out that I'm wrong, bro, I would laugh. I would not be hurt at all. I would keep on repeating that. I'm like, damn, how did I not see that? How did I not see you'd even be annoyed? Because what matters to me is the truth. What matters to me is not being right. Listen, if I'm wrong about the things that I say and something happened that made me realize that I was wrong, I'll be making content telling y'all how surprised I am that I was wrong. I wouldn't be like Billy Carson, double down. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's how I learn. It's not like I've never been wrong. I have been wrong. So what matters to me is really the truth. It's the truth. That's what really matters to me. So if I feel like I've done enough work to understand the truth about a situation, to understand the truth about the world, to understand the truth about myself, to understand the truth about my relationship, to understand the truth about my friendship, but the people that I interact with don't see that. They still think in a way that they were conditioned to think. Like that does hurt me. And I haven't been able to get over that kind of trauma. Like, I want you to see the truth. I want you to see the truth about me. Not because I think I'm a good person, and if you see the truth about me, you're going to be like, oh, he's a good... Like, I don't really think I am. I really think there are things that are good about me and the things that are bad about me, but I want people to see that. There are things that are... that I might not prefer that people, believe about me or about things, but If they're true, they're true. So I started this YouTube channel because I've become addicted to explaining myself. So there's one of the reasons why when I'm talking about a topic, I'll give you different examples to show you, to persuade you to think a certain way. I'll show you different examples. Like, okay, I know that's not how like most people think, but think of it this way. Think of it this way. Think of this. Like, I'll give you different examples. It's because I feel so misunderstood. I'm like, how do you not get it? It's so obvious. And I always assume that other people are not going to understand me because the place that I'm coming from, I don't think a lot of people are able to come from that place. Like, they're able to even go to that place. I don't think many people are able to go to that place. So I was in a lot of pain when I started this YouTube channel because I felt so misunderstood. I didn't know that I can be understood. Like, I didn't. I was like, damn, I have all these thoughts about life. I have all these thoughts about religion. I have all these thoughts about morality, free will, that no one can understand. There isn't a person that I can talk to about this. Like, they're just not gonna get it. And people where I live don't even speak English. I mean, language does affect how you think. If the language that you speak, or if the language that you speak doesn't have that many words, how do you even express yourself? You can't, like, there's no word for consciousness in my language. There's no word for mind in my language. There's no word for alien in my language. There's no word for free will in my language. You know what I mean? So I felt so misunderstood, and that will hurt me. Like, damn, I'm living in this environment and no one understands me. And that's one of the reasons why I say it's good to leave the place that you grew up in. Let me tell you why. If you are different and you live in a place that you grew up in, because you were different and you probably felt misunderstood, and maybe you were mistreated because you were different, because people didn't really get you, you never grow. You think that you always have to be what society expects you to be, right? What the people around you expect you to be. And you won't be what you can be because they already look down on you, and you've already accepted how they look at you. But you don't realize what you had to go through in that kind of environment. Maybe you dealt with bullying, maybe you felt too misunderstood, maybe they gossiped about you and all these things, and that affected you, so that made you less of what you are. But you're still in that environment. You cannot change. They don't expect you. They'll think you're crazy if you try to change, because they're used to you being like this, because you're afraid because of how they treated you. So you cannot really change. If you change, they'll try to put you back into your place. So it's good to go to a different environment where you can be yourself and see how the world responds to you. So I felt so misunderstood, and I was misunderstood. I didn't just feel misunderstood. I was really misunderstood. So I decided that, hey, look, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. I'm already suffering. I don't feel the way that I think I should feel. What if I started making videos talking about what I think about life, what I think about existence, what I think about myself, how I feel, expressing myself. What if I started a YouTube channel so that when I'm gone, people will watch my videos and be like, okay, that's how he viewed life. Like, I feel like it will be much easier for me to express myself in front of a camera than to express myself in front of people that I know will not understand me. Bro, being misunderstood sucks. Have you ever given a lot of energy to a person. Like you've tried to explain something to a person and they just don't get you. And you're like, damn, it's like I was actually talking to a rock. Like they are not capable of understanding what I was telling them, but you've already, given them too much energy now. So now you have to get your energy back, and it takes time, But if I make a video and post it online, maybe after I'm gone, people will be able to watch this video and these videos, and because when when you're no longer here, people respect you more, so they'll try to understand me more. They'll understand where I was coming from. But when I started posting videos, I realized that there are a lot of people who actually understand me. Like, not everyone in the world is the same. I come from a very small village where everyone is supposed to be the same. Like, everyone is supposed to be the same. You're not supposed to be different in any way. If you're different in any way where I'm from, you go through hell for real. Doesn't matter if you're different in a way that makes you better. You're going to go through hell. You have to be like everyone else. You're expected to be like everyone else. If you're smarter than everyone, you go through hell. If you think your own thoughts, if you think original thoughts, you're going through hell. Like they're not gonna understand you, and they're gonna try to turn you into them. It's like vampires. Now I don't mean people who are from vampires, but I mean like if you grow up in a place where everyone is the same, they will behave the same way that vampires behave, right? Or zombies, actually, not vampires. Zombies in movies, the way that they behave, right? They'll try to bite a human to turn them into a zombie. So it's kind of like the same thing. It's like, oh, you're a human. They chase you because you're a human, and then they bite you. Once you turn into a zombie, now you're like them. So it's all good. They're not gonna bite you again because you're like them. So it's kind of like the same thing, right? So I was like, I gotta express myself because I understand myself, and I understand that I'm right. If it ever turns out that I'm not right, at least I would have been honest. That's what I tell Christians, actually, like when they try to like turn me into a Christian. Like, oh, you gotta believe in Jesus. If imagine if you don't believe in Jesus now, and then you die and you find that it was true, like Christianity was true, like you'd regret it. I'm like, but doesn't God want me to be honest? If I don't believe, should I pretend as if I believe? Will God respect me for that? I don't believe. I'm not lying. It's not like I just don't want to believe. No. I just don't believe. You see the difference? I could try to do whatever to believe. If I don't believe that shit, I don't believe that shit. So, and I'm a person who has done a lot of work. It's not like I haven't done a lot of work to try to understand your religion. I just don't believe that it's true, and I believe that you only believe that it's true because you are ignorant, and I'm not ignorant. You see the difference? So I value honesty, I value truth, I value realness, authenticity. That's what I value. When I started expressing myself, making videos, a lot of people started to relate. I was like, huh? Is that possible? People can actually understand what I'm saying? It's like if you speak a language that no one understands, and you think there isn't a person that can understand you, and then you find a group of people that can understand you, like, it'll shock you. Or if you see ghosts, and in movies that there's a person that can see ghosts, and they think that the only ones that can see them, then they meet another person who can actually see, or if you like, usually it's movies. In this kind of movies, there's a ghost that cannot be seen by anyone, and then that ghost meet a person that can see them. Yeah, it's like that. So I felt unseen until I started making YouTube videos, and I started feeling seen. I started feeling heard. I'm like, whoa. It is actually possible for someone to understand what I'm saying. Like, for real. Like, this is, because I didn't think, like, I wasn't making videos for people around the world to understand me. That wasn't the reason. The reason was to be understood by the people who know me, because I felt like they'll give themselves enough time to try to understand. Even if after I'm gone, or yeah, they'll give themselves enough time to try to understand me. But even if they don't, I felt like, you know, as people grow older, as people become more conscious, as the world changes, people will start to see that I was right, you know. So I was like, I need to talk about my experiences. I need to talk about what I understand. I need to talk about my insights, so that when people are ready, they will be able to see that I was right. Because maybe that's what I wanted. It's for people to say that I was right, not to be right, but for people to say that I was right, because I'm intellectually honest. I'm not afraid of being wrong, because being wrong doesn't make me feel like I'm stupid or anything like that. I already know that I've been right about a lot of things, so I don't feel stupid when I'm wrong about something. I'm just shocked, and I will talk about it a lot. Damn, I can't believe I couldn't see that. I can't believe that I couldn't see that, because I'm not used to being wrong. I'm used to being right. I'm used to speaking the truth and no one understanding me, and then they see later that I was right. You know, I'm used to debating with 50 people, you know, in a classroom. You're debating like 50 people. No one agrees with you, but you're right. That's what I'm used to. And then, you know, later on they see that, oh shit, this person was right. Yeah, I used to think you're crazy when you said this, but it's crazy how right you are. Blah, blah, like that's what I'm used to. But people started to subscribe to my channel, and I was like, hold up, I need to do this a lot more. You see, the plan wasn't to drop videos every day. It was to drop videos like maybe once every month, like drop a video once every month. But people started to understand me, and I was like, I need to do this a lot more often, so that I can connect with these people. And that helped me grow. I didn't realize that I was growing. There's a reason why they say you must write your thoughts down. You grow, you start to understand yourself better. This is not so different from writing your thoughts down. Like you expressing yourself, like taking 1 hour to express yourself. You know, in fact, I think this is more effective. And the reason why I think this is more effective is because when I write my thoughts down, because my brain works so fast, I forget what I needed to write. Right? Like, let's just say I'll write the first thought that I think, then I forget what I would like what I thought after that thought. Right? But when I'm speaking, I don't forget. I'm just it's almost as if I'm channeling, this information, and I can't write what I'm channeling, because I'm channeling more information. So it's much better for me to express myself. But through doing that, I evolve, right? I become more and more conscious. But at the same time, I'm also connecting with like-minded people, and that helps. That heals me. That makes me realize that I'm not really alone, because there was this feeling of being alone, right? But I'm like, I'm not really alone. It feels that way, but no, I'm not really alone. Like, there are people who can really get what I'm saying. Even the people who disagree with me. I've had conversations with people who can think but who don't agree with me. These conversations heal me. Not because, like, here's the thing, it's not about people agreeing with me. It's about people thinking at the level that I'm able to think. You can see when a person is coming from where you're coming from, that their conclusions are a bit different, but they're able to think at the level that you're able to think. So my problem is that a lot of people are not able to think at the level that I'm able to think. So you think on this level and people are thinking on this level. Like, you're able to go deep and see everything, right? You analyze everything, and you go to the surface level. You go to where they are after analyzing everything, but they don't. They think at surface level. So they meet you at surface level. You already have thought about things as deeply as possible, but they don't know that that's possible. They don't know that you can go that deep. So they don't understand you. You see the problem? So when I'm debating with people who are able to go that deep, even if they don't agree with me, I'm like, dang, like I feel much better because I can see that I'm talking to a real human that's able to go that deep. This reminds me of the movie Kung Fu Hustle. There was this mixed martial artist that became insane because he couldn't find a worthy opponent, but he beat everyone. So it got to a point where he became insane and he got locked up. He could escape from, that jail where he was locked up, but he didn't want to go outside because he was depressed. That, okay, what am I going to do? Mixed martial arts was his life. So what is he going to do if there isn't any person that can fight him? Because he beats everyone. He escaped after he got the news that there's someone who's really good at mixed martial art. In fact, it was two people that were really good at mixed martial art. So the people who told him that wanted him to unalive those people because they were afraid of those people. Then he escaped, and he was so damn happy. So it's kind of like that. It's like you want someone who's able to operate at your level or operate at a level that you feel is better, right? You feel like it's better, and you're like, damn, I'm inspired. I didn't know that you can think more deeply than I can think. So if you find such people, you're like, whoa, you inspire me. Now I can go deeper now because I can see that you're much more rational than I am. So it means there's a lot that I need to learn, you see? A lot of people are afraid to express themselves online because they're afraid of being judged and all that. But I think you're missing out. You don't know what it feels like to be understood. You don't know what it feels like to be appreciated, like to be loved for being real, for being honest. A lot of people are loved for being fake. They live fake lifestyles and they're not real. They don't even speak that truth. You're real. You tell people what you think, and people appreciate that. Like, that's beautiful. That's you letting people into your reality. Like, this is it. This is my reality. What do you think? And they say, we understand you. That's beautiful. And you grow. And they are also able to tell you what they think you're wrong about. So you are able to go and reassess everything. And if you think you're not wrong, you're able to tell them, oh, no, actually, you wrong. You don't understand this, you don't understand that. So you keep on growing, you keep on evolving, you keep on becoming better. And you start to look at life differently. Like once you start creating content, you start to look, because you're looking at life from the perspective of someone who creates, not just the perspective of someone who consumes, right? Someone who creates. So like the world changes now when you interacting with people. You are also getting a lot from them, from what they're saying, because you also want to learn, not just for you but for others. Like it's not just about you now. It's like if even though this example goes against my beliefs, but because what matters to me is the truth, I'm going to give you this example. It's like if someone who used to not focus in life, or I'm gonna like okay, I'm gonna use this other example. Let's say, as a guy, I don't focus in life. I don't have that motivation to work hard until I met this woman who loves me, who makes me believe that I'm worthy, who makes me believe that I'm good enough. And I love her, and I feel like I gotta win for her. So I'm not just doing what I'm doing for myself, I'm also doing it for her. Because there's this person who believed in me maybe while no one did. There's a person who made me feel worthy while no one did. So why shouldn't I do what I do for her to not disappoint her, right? Because she's believing in me and no one is believing in me. So it's the same. Like it's not that different from how I feel. It's like now I'm not just doing what I'm doing for myself. I'm not trying to understand the world just for me. There are people who also believe in what I'm saying, or not necessarily believe, but who are able to relate to what I'm saying. Because I don't want people to believe what I'm saying, but I want people to relate and to understand and to see what makes them, like what really makes sense. Take what they can take from what I'm saying. So I'm like, I'm not just doing this for me now. Yes, I'm benefiting from trying to understand things, from trying to understand people, from trying to understand relationships. When I'm in a relationship with a person, there's a lot that I learn. Every time I have a disagreement with that person, there's a lot that I learn. I evolve through that. But now it's not just for me, it's for other people. I can come and actually tell people what I think, or what I'm beginning to understand from these experiences, and that can help them. So if you create content, you evolve much faster than if you're just consuming content, you see. So that's beautiful. And you never know what's gonna happen. Maybe you make your first video and it blows up. It does happen. It does happen. You post your first video on YouTube and it gets 100,000 views. It's like that's the thing about YouTube. It's unpredictable. Yes, some people post over 500 videos and not even have 5,000 subscribers, and they keep on doing it, and one day, boom, their channel boosts. Like that can happen. I don't know why things happen but they happen that way. But it's all unpredictable. You never know. But things do happen, and you mustn't be discouraged. When you post a video and it got 2 views, 3 views, just post. Do that for yourself. Do it the same way that you would do it if you were just writing your thoughts down, right? Just do it for yourself. Do it for yourself, and one day you'll be surprised. One day you'll be surprised. And again, like I was telling you, that you evolve, right? So as you evolve, like the more you do it, the more you evolve. So as you evolve, it will actually get to a point where you are able to create videos better than you used to in the beginning, you see. So if you reach that level where you're able to create videos better than you used to in the beginning, maybe people would appreciate your content more. Like that's also possible. But most of the time, it's not even about that. Like, if you're not getting views, it's not because your video is not good or anything like that. It's just that maybe the algorithms have not picked up that video, your videos. Like, maybe the algorithms do not know what your audience, what kind of audience, will enjoy your content. Who knows? But it is good to create, than to consume. You learn a lot from yourself, because, like I keep on telling y'all, that the truth is within. The truth is within. You feel it. Like, you actually feel it. Especially if you're a person who's intellectually honest, you feel it. And I don't mean that you'll always get it right, but I mean, if you're an intellectually honest person, you will, because you're coming from an honest place, you will see what you need to see at the time, right? So it might not be the absolute truth, but it's what you need to see at the time. But those who are not coming from an honest place, it's like they're fucking crazy, bro. Like, it's possible for them to see certain truth, but they won't be able to see those truth. Like, it's madness. So you shouldn't be afraid to create. You shouldn't be afraid to be seen. Because if you protect yourself too much, you are also protecting yourself from yourself. So you never get to understand yourself, because you're protecting yourself too much. Like, what are you even protecting? You're protecting this thing, this fucking, like, what are you even protecting? Your ego? Well, what are you protecting? Are you really protecting yourself? Because I know there are people who want to do what I do, but they're afraid. Like, what are you protecting? There's nothing that you're protecting. It's just an idea that is not even yours, that you're actually protecting. And from whom? You can heal a lot from just creating content, from expressing yourself. You can heal a lot. You can find a community. You can build a community. You can also find like-minded people more quickly than if you're not creating. Yes, people who think like you might be few in the world, but isn't it great if you can connect with them? Isn't that what we need, to connect with others? Because what is this experience about? Is it about being totally alone? Life is relationships. Life is being connected. If you feel like you're not connected to anything, like, that's when you truly feel empty. It feels like you just exist. That's it. Like, you just exist. Even though technology might be harmful in many ways, but you can use it in a way that's not harmful, right? You can use it to help you, because some people will be like, oh, social media is toxic, social media is this and that. It's toxic, but can you not use it in a way that's not toxic? Can you use it in a way that helps people grow? Can you use it to help yourself grow? Or sometimes you find nonsense online because that's what you're searching. It's the same with like thinking. You think thoughts that make you feel bad, right? You find that you're addicted to thinking thoughts that make you feel bad, but there are thoughts that you can think that can make you feel good. What if you imagine yourself in a situation where you want to be, and you just always imagine yourself in these situations that you want to be in, than to think about maybe the things that have happened that make you angry, because if there's nothing to benefit from thinking about those things that made you angry. So sometimes people search for fucked up shit on the internet, and then they say the internet is toxic. Like, no, there's a lot of good shit online that you can learn from, that can help you grow. But you're addicted to the toxic shit. So you can use YouTube in a way that can help you in life, and you can also make some money off YouTube. That's also a good thing. You can also monetize your work. Uh, there's something beautiful about getting paid for your work, getting paid for something that it's just like if you write a book and you sell it and people buy it. There's something beautiful about that. Like, it makes you feel, even if you're not making that much money, bro. Like, you could write a book and maybe sell 100 copies, but there's something beautiful about being able to make money. You could make $50 a month on YouTube, but there's something beautiful about making money that by being authentic, by creating something. Like, it feels good, you know. So that can like, creating content can really improve your life, especially if the content that you're making really represents you, represents who you are as a person. You're not telling yourself that, hey, I just want to create something that I think is going to go viral, but you're creating something that represents you as a person, something that you feel like even after you're gone, like that will be good, like that will be legacy, right? Like, that will be a beautiful legacy because it represents you. As I get older, I'm going to become more and more vulnerable, because there's still a lot that I want people to understand, that I think, even though I don't know when I'm going to be gone, but I think I'm not at the level, or I'm not able to understand these things that I want to tell people enough to be able to tell them, right? So I just tell them what I think at this point in time I'm able to tell them. So I'm still figuring out how I can explain some of these insights that I have, you know. This reminds me of my favorite quote ever. It's from a battle rapper. I hope the guy is still alive, because he hasn't battled since when? Since like 2018, 2019. It's Jonaj. Very brilliant battle rapper. Like, he got bars. Like, he can write. So I was following him. He's not big. He was not a big battle rapper, but I connected with him. Like, the way he would rap. Like, he is that good. So he posted on Facebook. I'm still in Discord as if now it's mine, because people didn't take that quote seriously. They didn't have that many likes. He said, I have some insights I told my inner demons I'll take to the grave. Intelligence makes you a prisoner, ignorance makes you a slave. Like, that means a lot. Like, that means a lot more than what it means to me. Like, it's deep. So I still feel like I have these deep insights that I felt in the beginning that I was going to take to the grave. But I'm like, as I get older, I'm learning how to express myself. I'm learning how to offer people these insights. So I want people, like, even though some of these insights, they are so deep that I think it's gonna take years of philosophizing for most people to understand them, but I'm like, they will understand them. Maybe some of these insights are not meant to be understood by this generation or by people in my time. Maybe these insights can be understood by people maybe 300 years from now. Maybe this insight might not be for the people of my time. But I do believe I will know when I need to give people these insights. And I will know when I'm ready. I'll know when I can really offer people these insights in a way that is authentic and without holding anything back, and in a way that they'll be able to understand, because that's also the point now, is to be understood. So yeah, but there's beauty in creating content, guys. There's beauty in thinking what you're going to offer people. I like the fact that I always have something to say, but it's because I live in my own mind. There's a lot going on in my mind. And sometimes you might think you won't be able to create content. You'll be like, you turn your camera on and nothing comes into your mind, and you're like, it means I can't do it. Like, no, it doesn't mean that. I remember when I started to rap, I sat down with a pen and a paper. I was supposed to rap in church. This other guy said he heard that I can rap. I couldn't rap at all. He said that he heard that I could rap, and the reason why people do tell him that I can rap is because I listen to hip hop. I was one of the first people in my village to like hip hop, so everyone knew that I liked hip hop. They never understood why I would like hip hop, because it didn't make sense to them. My nose. Yeah. So yeah, they weren't that many people who like hip hop. So they thought I could rap. He could rap, like everyone knew he could rap. So yeah, they told him that I can rap. So he approached me. He was like, and at the time we attended the same church. So he was like, bro, it was Monday when he approached me. He was like, bro, look, I would like us to rap at a youth service on Friday. Would you be able to do that with me? I was like, yeah, that's good. We're gonna do that. I told him that I'm gonna start writing some rhymes about Christianity, and he was like, perfect. I tried to write on Monday. I couldn't write anything. Tuesday, I couldn't write anything. Wednesday, I couldn't write anything. Thursday, I couldn't, and I gave up. It's like, shit, I'm just not gonna go. I'm just gonna give these niggas excuses. I ain't going, because I don't want him to know that I can't rap. On Friday, he approached me in the morning, bro, today is the day. Do you got some rhymes? I was like, yeah. Sat down again. There was a teacher that was teaching. I was in my class. There was a teacher that was teaching, and I felt that it was like I was in a different reality. Even the way that I was feeling was different. I started to write, and I was like, what the fuck? This is working. And I'll write. I would just be mumbling my raps. No one could even see that I was writing raps, but it was working. I was like, what the fuck? And then he came to me during recess. He's like, yeah, let me hear your rhymes. I was like, all right. Went outside and I rapped for him. He was like, whoa. Everyone was surprised. Like, damn, this kid can rap? I was also surprised. And I kept on memorizing to those rhymes. I was very good when it comes to memorizing things, So, boom, I rapped, and everyone in my village knew that, oh, he can rap. Everyone was talking about me. But I couldn't do it at first. I couldn't do it the second time. I couldn't do it even making videos. Like, back then I would switch on my phone because I was using my phone. I'll switch on my phone and try to record something, but I would know what I want to talk about, but nothing will come into my head. I remember one of the first videos that I've made, it was about veganism. It's maybe 3 minutes long. I don't know how many times I tried to record that video. Like, it's just hard. It's just not working. But the more I learn to create, the better I get at it. You know, now it's just so damn easy. You know, I just press record and I'm able to say what I want to say. You know, and sometimes I do record some videos and I'm like, okay, this is a good video, but it's not good enough. Like, it can be better. So I'm gonna delete it and record it again. You know, maybe I'll record it again tomorrow. I don't have to publish it today. So I'm gonna think more about it and record, make a video about it tomorrow. Maybe I'll be feeling much better about, like, I'll be feeling the way that I need to feel to be able to talk about it. And then boom, I talk about it and I'm like, damn, this is it. Because days are different. Sometimes you could find that, like, for example, today I'm talking about, starting your own YouTube channel. Maybe if I try to talk about consciousness or the hell realm or growth or whatever, I mean, this is related to growth, but maybe the energy just wouldn't be the same, right? So I have to also know that, okay, when I'm feeling like this is what I gotta talk about. When I feel inspired, this is what I gotta talk about. When I'm feeling down, this is what I gotta talk about. When I'm feeling deep, this is what I gotta talk about. There's beauty in being able to express yourself as honestly as you can. There's beauty in being able to create. When I started posting videos, I wasn't getting a lot of views. I didn't even think I would make a video that would get 1,000 views. I think I was getting maybe 70 views. I kept on making videos and then it will get to 100, 110, 150, 200. And yeah, I kept on making videos, 400, 500, 600, 700. Kept making videos, and some of the videos will make it to 1K. I'm like, huh. But, I didn't go viral. Like, I didn't make a video and then it has 8,000 views. Some people will just make videos, if the first video and it has 8,000 views. Mine, it didn't work like that. I would just make videos and it's 70 views, it's 70, it's 80, it's 120, it's this, like, you know what I mean? It almost felt like I was shadow banned. So my channel, it grew naturally. Like, it didn't grow because I was going viral or anything. Like, it just grew, bit by bit. Like, to even reach 1,000 subscribers, it took this channel maybe a year and a half to reach 1,000 subscribers. Yes, there's been like a video that helped this channel grow that got like 80,000 views, but that was after like a lot of work. That's how we reached 10,000 subscribers, and it's a big deal because in the beginning you never think your channel could reach 10,000 subscribers. Even 1,000. To get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers. So you don't think your channel can reach, like, it feels like a dream. Like 1,000 subscribers, damn, 1,000 people subscribing to this channel. It seems impossible, but you do it. And 4,000 watch hours to get monetized, like, that's a lot. But this channel reached 4,000 watch hours before reaching 1,000 subscribers because it wasn't being pushed, So the people that were watching my videos, they were really watching my videos. So I will be getting, like, the channel will be getting a lot of watch hours, but getting less subscribers because the videos weren't being pushed, you see. But people shouldn't be discouraged. They should just keep on going. You're benefiting a lot. It's not just about getting followers. It's also about your growth, your own personal growth, you reaching higher levels of consciousness, through that, because you are taking your time to focus on this, you know like I focus a lot on, like, when I make my videos. Like, I forget about the outside world, I forget about my problems. I just think about what I'm thinking about. You see, I think about what I'm talking about. I'm like, oh, now I'm talking about the hell ring. That's all I'm thinking about. So thinking about something, focusing on it deeply for close to an hour, like that does give you like insights. That does help you expand your awareness. That does make you understand things better. You see, so there's beauty in that. And I find that there ain't that many people who are like you, who will make the kind of content that you make. Very few. And there's only one you, right? Sometimes it's not just about the content, it's about maybe how you think. So people might even relate with you because of how you think, not necessarily because they agree with you. So there's still beauty in that. There are a lot of people who kept information from people that just because they were afraid. It's more like governments that are hiding information about UFOs because they're like, hey, people are gonna panic, people are gonna be this. Like, give people your truth, give people the truth, let them respond the way that they respond to it. Because if you don't, it's like like the relationship that you have with them is not real. It's not real. It's just based on lies. It's just, you need truth. So I like to have authentic relationships that are based on truth, relationships where we're not hiding anything from each other. We are open to each other. So that's why I'm open. Yes, they are things that I feel like I'm not ready to say because even I don't fully understand these things. So I'm like, until I fully understand these things, I won't really be able to tell people or to explain these things to people in a way that they will understand, because I myself do not really understand. It's more like a feeling, but there's truth to this feeling. But I'm like, I need to learn to, tell people what this feeling really is, where it's coming from, and what message it holds. And it's easy to start a YouTube channel now more than ever, because now we have smartphones. I mean, there was a time when people didn't have smartphones. If I was making a video in 2010 telling you how to start a YouTube channel, like, how? I need to buy a camera, and now everyone has a phone. You are watching this video on a smartphone that can record a video that can be uploaded on YouTube. Now people have Wi-Fi. There was time when they'll be like, data, where can I get data? Data is expensive. Now it's easy to upload on the internet. Like, you can upload in the internet very fast. Now we have fiber. It's not you can upload a file. Like, the videos that I make are like 50 minutes long, sometimes an hour long, sometimes even longer than that. So you find that it's 5 gig, right? That's a lot, but it doesn't take time for me to upload my videos. Maybe sometimes an hour or less than an hour. So imagine if you are uploading a video like where you were talking for maybe 16 minutes. I mean, that's most people talk for less than 25 minutes on YouTube. It's not going to take time. You'll be able to upload that file in 20 minutes. and it's very easy because people got time. Even if you work, you still have time, because making a videos doesn't require a lot. You just take your phone and start recording, and that's it. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know. You don't know how people are gonna respond to you. You never know. That's the thing. It can happen that people just like you even if you speak nonsense. So it's not always about you feeling like you're very intelligent and all that. It's just about you being you, saying, hey, this is me. you know do you love me? Do you hate me? It is what it is. I don't really care at the end of the day. It's about me, expressing myself, and yeah, reaching higher levels of consciousness and teaching myself to be more and more authentic, and also learning more how to express myself more. That this will help me in my own personal life. I would learn to express myself in ways that the people who are in my life will understand me, if they are capable of understanding me, unless they're just there are some people who just don't understand anything. Thank you all guys, for supporting this channel. It's a big deal. 10,000 people, like, that's a big deal. You when you start the YouTube channel, you don't think, hey, there's gonna be 10,000 people who subscribe to this. It doesn't seem real, but it is real, and it has happened just because one day I decided to press record. Thank you all guys.